Never mind the severed head in back of me.
Not at all, brother.
Yeah,
I think everybody should have one.
Oh, of course. All right. Well, Kiefer, I want to start with you because I've been a fan of yours since, Lost Boys.
Thank you, man.
Still today, one of my favorite movies. I'm watching, your work with 24. Did you go into this series kind of like going into 24? Because this is different. There's something really unique about this.
Well, there is something different, but it's still within the same genre. It's still an action kind of thriller. And there are things that I learned certainly in 24 that allowed me to kind of approach this in a seasoned way, I guess is the best way to put it. The thing that I loved about this character that was so vastly different than 24 was that this guy has a sense of humor. He's incredibly sarcastic. And that's really required because this character is going to have to make a 180-degree turn at some point, and the sense of humor allows him to do it. I thought it was beautifully written by Nick Santora, and just it was a no-brainer. It was one of the most enjoyable things I've done in a very, very long time.
Oh, it's great, and Boyd, I got to tell you, I'm a fan of yours. You've been kind of knocking it out of the park for a while now. I think you're just a hell of a leading man. How was there any trepidation going in thinking, okay, well, yes, it's not the same character, but Harrison Ford's known for The Fugitive and that kind of thing?
Yeah, I guess there is, maybe an initial intimidation of having to live up to, the shoes of Harrison Ford or Tommy Lee Jones, because they're idols of yours. As Kiefer is an idol of mine, the reason why I got into the acting game itself.
Nice.
But when I just cannot do a project that I'm not into or the material is not of quality, because it's so much of your time, it's so much dedication of your life to do these things. When also Nick Santora has such a pulse on sort of the commentary that's happening in today's time with this culture of tweet now and confirm later, it was very exciting because it was very much a new imagining of that classic theme, which is simply, when you boil it down, as an underdog story of an innocent man on the run. And I think everyone can relate to that. We're all underdogs.
For sure.
Black sheep of the family, so to say.
For sure. Yeah, I think you hit it. It is really relevant. It feels really relevant how we do react, how the news reacts to everything. Was that easy to kind of create without kind of beating the audience over the head,
Well, I think, you're seeing a lot of it. I'm probably sure from the time we shot this until now, today, a lot of justice has been served and a lot of people's lives have been turned upside down, whether they're right or wrong. And that is such an olive branch of a tree, and so complex. So it's a very fascinating subject to sort of explore. And I think that's our duty as artists in any format, is to give these new iterations to audience members so we can have deeper conversations.
Yeah. For both of you, was it easy finding the kind of chemistry, even though I haven't seen you really connect until I've only seen 4. Was it easy finding that for both of you?
Well, I think, I think certainly from my perspective, sadly, we really don't get to work together because I'm chasing him and he's running from me. And maybe at the end there'll be a moment, we'll see. But I would love to find something down the line, because I just think Boyd's such an extraordinary actor, where we actually got to be partners as opposed to adversaries. But there's a wonderful thing when an actor like Boyd is in charge of half of the story.
Yeah.
And he's going to be responsible for that. And I know what's going to come back is going to be great. And so you have to really kind of make sure that you're giving everything you've got to match the intensity of that. And I was very, very thrilled with the way it turned out.
Well, it's fantastic. You both are wonderful, and unfortunately, we got to wrap it up. But big fan of both of you,
brother. You've got the best backdrop I've seen today.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'll send you a head.
Bless your heart.
Cheers, guys. You guys are awesome.
Cheers, man. Be good, brother.